Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and today I'm really excited to make this video for you guys and share this information or thought process with you because I actually just finished paying off $30,000 in student loans. Is that crazy? Probably, because I graduated less than 2 years ago and I am debt-free and it feels amazing and I'm so excited about it. I'm trying to contain myself because this video is not about my student loans, but me and Madison did make a video about our student loans over on our channel. So if you want to hear our story about how we did it and what tips we have for you for either paying off debt or saving money, then you can go check that video out after you watch this one. But this video is going to be about how I saved money, thousands, more than that I'm sure. Well, no, I haven't saved millions, Shelby. But in this video, I did want to share with you guys about how zero waste and being more eco-friendly and more sustainable can save you money. This is a really interesting topic because for a lot of people, it seems like going eco-friendly or going zero waste, etc. can be a thing of privilege, can be a thing that only people who are more affluent can do. And to some extent, I understand that point, but I think what a lot of people miss about true environmentalism, if that's what you call it, true sustainability, at its core means to consume less. So I talk about the story of stuff on this channel a lot, and I love it so much. It taught me so much. Just the concept of understanding what it takes to produce each and everything you own, it's huge. The supply chain and the process and the resources that went into creating that product before it even got to you is amazing. And to understand how that all works and that everything you buy is impacting our planet is where it all started for me. So I think that when people say that environmentalism is a thing of privilege and a thing for more affluent people, I disagree with that notion, and that's because at its core, like I said, it means to buy less and in turn obviously spend less money. So I'm gonna say that that is the #1 way that being zero waste or being more environmentally friendly and environmentalist or whatever you want to call it has saved me the most money, is being somewhat of a minimalist. I recently, within the last 2 to 3 years, have really started to think about each and every single thing I ever buy. I think about, do I need it? Is this something that will really be used in my home? Is there something else I already have that's like it? How was this product created, etc.? And it stopped me from buying so many things throughout the years that I can't even begin to tell you how much money I must have saved. And I don't know if people really grasp what I mean when I say that, and I've realized recently through this channel and thanks to your comments that I come from a different background than probably a lot of people do, and you come from a different background than probably I do, and everyone has a different upbringing, right? So I wanted to put things into perspective just a little bit here in case you don't already know. I come from a family of consumers, you guys. They buy stuff when they don't need it. They buy things that just because they have money, just because they're on sale, just because no reason. I mean, my mom has an entire second house full of stuff that she doesn't use. That is my background. And so I know several people actually, who make double and triple my income and are broke. I'm not broke because I don't spend my money on things that I don't need. But I think that a lot of people think that they make this much money, so they should find something to spend all of that money on. And that's not how I think. And so that's why I really disagree that environmentalism and sustainability has to be associated with privilege, because if you're really being real about it, it's kind of the opposite. If you're trying to be a more sustainable person, you're putting yourself in a place where you're purchasing less because you don't need things. It doesn't mean you have to buy additional things to be more eco-friendly. And I think that the movement has changed recently. So yeah, let's expand on that. So let's start with something like clothing. Clothing is something I used to spend a ton of money on. I've mentioned before, I used to get my allowance and literally head straight to the mall and start to spend all the money that I got that week on clothes. And I've stopped doing that. And so that's not really a privileged thing. Some people talk about it as it is, and because there are clothes that are made from more sustainable materials, organic cotton, hemp and bamboo, things like that. But you don't have to buy those things to be more eco-friendly. Really all you have to do is go down to the thrift store. And obviously that is a more eco-friendly way to buy clothing, and it's super affordable. The most affordable eco-friendly way you can buy clothes is secondhand from someone else. And that's not a thing of privilege, That's something that most of us should be doing. Same goes with secondhand electronics. These days it's really hard to get through the world without a phone or a laptop, and in a lot of ways it's more eco-friendly to buy the more expensive laptop like a MacBook because they last a lot longer and they have really great warranties, really great repair systems, etc. But the more eco-friendly way to do that is to buy one secondhand. And again, that's not a thing of privilege, that's not a thing that costs more. Cost you a lot less. Food. A lot of people tell me that buying food zero waste is a lot more expensive, and I could not disagree more. A lot of times if you look at packaged food, it seems cheap, right? A bag of chips for a couple bucks, that's nothing. But you can go and buy a bag of broccoli for less than that. And you don't even have to buy broccoli, okay? You want to make a burrito? So what usually goes in a burrito if you're not a vegan? Probably beans, meat, rice, cheese. That's a pretty basic burrito, but you get what I'm saying. You can make the exact same burrito, but take the meat out. That's a lot more eco-friendly, saves a lot of water resources as well as air pollution from those animals having to be produced for your food, so take it out. You're no longer buying it and you just reduced your carbon footprint by a ton. That's not privilege. That's cheaper. Another thing that has saved me a lot of money throughout the last couple years is repairing things instead of replacing them. So I know that recently my sister bought the iPhone 10, which is mind-blowing because that phone is out of this world expensive, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when my phone totally craps out on me, because I generally keep my phones until they completely shit on me. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I do not want to dish that kind of money out for a phone. But she recently bought one, and that's a way that I've saved money. Is obviously, I already just said I don't replace things until they absolutely have to be replaced. But the biggest reason my sister told me she got the new phone is because her battery was dying so quickly. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can replace a battery in a phone, and that'll cost you around $50 as opposed to $1,000 for a new phone. So let's put things into perspective there and say that it's much cheaper to be more eco-friendly in that way because you're not creating a demand for products like an iPhone. You're instead just repairing the issue with the one that you already have. And this goes for a ton of things like laptops, refrigerators, pressure washers. My mom told me that she has 2 pressure washers at home, but that one of them isn't working, and I suggested that instead of buying a new one, she got it repaired. And that seemed like a mind-blowing concept to her. Same thing with clothes. If your clothes get holes in them, patch them up. Same thing with your furniture, patch it up. You know, just all of these things that instead of just going out and immediately thinking we need to replace them, repair them. And that is a way that you can save a lot of money and be more eco-friendly. Another way that I've saved a lot of money throughout the years is by making my own products. Actually, don't let me lie to you, it has not been throughout the years. It's been within the last year. I never really bought a lot of cleaning products in my house in general, and that's just because I'm not a germaphobe and I don't see the point in putting chemicals into my house to mess up like my brain and my endocrine system, etc., to have this perceived level of being clean. I think it's very counterproductive, and I'm just not going to do that. So a lot of times I didn't buy harsher chemicals, but I know a lot of people do, and you can save a lot of money by making your own products. And that doesn't just mean cleaning products. You can make your own toothpaste, you can make your own shampoo, you can make your own mouthwash, which that one we do, and you can make a lot of your own products and save a ton of money that way. And again, that's not something that you have to be affluent to do. Literally anyone can do that. I just wanted to share some of these ideas with you that are more like concepts instead of products. I could do a whole another video on zero waste swaps that can save you money, like swapping out this item for this item, and it will eventually save you a lot of money. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see something like that. Leave me any comments down below on your thoughts because I do genuinely love to hear from you guys. I really like when we can interact and like have conversations about why you think this or why I think that. I don't know. I think that's really cool. So make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section, and if you want to learn how I paid off $30,000 in a year, go check out that video. Again, super proud of myself. Okay guys, remember, until next time, create the peace.